Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to the first Beamng drive video for this channel. I'm really happy you could join us. I'm really happy to be putting content up on this channel, and today we're basically going to be trying to remake Cleetus McFarland's 3rd gen 1965 Ford Galaxie. And for those of you who don't know, Cleetus McFarland is a pretty popular YouTuber that makes a lot of cool content with building and racing cars mostly. Make sure to check out his videos and stuff like that, because this car's a beast, and a lot of the stuff that he has is actually really cool if you're if you like cars and stuff like that. Now back to Beamng here. As our platform today, we're going to be using the Garville Rubra, excuse me, mostly because it reflects the same body styling mostly, and is pretty much the most accurate we could use as a base Beamng drive entity. Now, McFarland's Galaxie was made in 1965, and that was the first model year that they built it. And basically, what the guy that he bought it from did was transplant a 12-valve Cummins into it. Now, that engine is a 5.9 liter Cummins motor. It's an inline 6. And it produced about 215 horsepower when it was new, and about 440 pound-feet of torque. Like for reference, a regular 5.7 Hemi that you'd find in probably the older Challengers and Chargers produces about 40% more horsepower, but around 25% less torque. So it's still an amazing engine, especially for today. But now that we got the boring part over, let's start messing with this car. This is the stock 4-door, which is probably the base that we're going to be using today. It's got a 353 in it, and it makes about, we could say 215, maybe 220 on the graph here for power, at about, I don't know, 250 on the RPM, and it'll make about probably 450 pound-feet of torque. We can use this real quick. This is a car that was added in Beamng a little bit ago. Yeah, it's pretty basic, your standard, 60s car. That's just really cool. Great car to add, and the crash physics are pretty good, especially for Beamng, and the mods a lot of times that they add onto this car are pretty good. All right, let's start rambling. Now I have a pre-saved load of probably what we're gonna use. I'll load this in real quick. If you watch a video on the car, it's pretty beat up. And so this is the one. I basically just gutted the engine. You can see it's squatting a little bit. There's no pressure on the front. It's got a stock radiator, all that stuff. Front fiascos back in, along with the lights, and has no rear bumper. We'll probably throw the rear bumper back on, but yeah, I would start getting in here real quick. I'm using a mod today that is supposed to mimic the 5.9 pretty well. As you can see here, we have the 5.9 turbo diesel, 265 is a pretty real life statistic, M439, so it's right next to where it should be. I see the nice little torque here that the offer has put in for us, and yeah, and just this is a really cool all-around mod. If you guys have Beamng, I'd totally recommend downloading this one. It's nice and fun to play around with. So without further ado, jump into the vehicle config. Now, first thing first, let's go ahead and throw the rear bumper back on if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Throw that rear bumper back on. Looking kind of fishy. Yeah, it's beat up too, along with the body style. So let's hop on to the, right here, engine. What a clown. All right, jump down here. See where 5.9 is highlighted. So it's going to put that in there. Sounds pretty good. The startup sound for this model's amazing. Anyway, engine. Stocks. We're going to use the stock one because that's the only one I have. We're not going to be running nitrous. He does add nitrous to his fairly bit after he uses it, but I don't think it'll be anything that we need today. It'll probably just blow it up in Beamng, which is pretty aggressive. Stock long buck. We'll probably use the heavy duty. just because this pack has a bigger turbo on it. We probably want to test that out because it's absolutely ridiculous. As far as the transmissions, most of these are the diesel-matic transmissions that it gives you in the mod are modeled for actual trucks, and they're pretty small gear. I usually try to throw in the 5 because I find that you run out of gears way too fast. Anyway, car's looking like it's at usual ride height. It sounded pretty good. And we're going to go ahead and throw on the hood real quick. Hit diesel. And there it is. It's back in all its glory. We're going to go ahead and run it here real quick. Save this. Alright, so yeah, this is the final project. And you see the stack sticking out of the hood there that comes right out of the back of the turbo. Super cool. They also modeled the coal rolling effect that you get in real life. Basically just unburnt fuel being pushed out because it runs super rich. And we need to get the startup sound because the way that it does it in game is really cool. Yeah, that sounds super cool. All right, let's see what this thing will do. It's clocking around probably like 425 horsepower, which is pretty good. Not the short shift there because I think I'll just spin the tires. Not bad. Making about 8 pounds of boost. Yeah, one thing I'm noticing is the suspension is super sloppy. Jump it real quick. And again, that's the way that it's modeled in the game. Just being an old car, but yeah, it's super cool. I don't know if it probably won't react like this in real life because it's actually on bags. It probably bounce a lot, but it'd be a little bit more flat. Anyway, let's try to take this thing in the mud. I want to see what this thing will do, especially when it's got that torque. Did we just get backfire? What the? Okay. Alright, so we did not do this the right way. Keep momentum, but yeah, let's see what this thing will do. A little bit deeper here. Okay, redlining. Yeah. Well, that got pretty far, especially for a rear-wheel drive super heavy car. But yeah. Let's look at the interior here. It's pretty basic. I don't think they would make a modeled weathered interior anyway. Probably just remove the panels if you want it to look like that. Outside view here. Yeah, that suspension is just super sloppy. Looks cool though. It definitely slides a little bit better. Oh, I kind of lost it there, but still running. And the drive line's still attached. Yeah, it's still attached. What the heck? Alright. Let's try doing some. I have this car saved. I think we're gonna hop over to a different map. And see if we can do some kind of dirt racing kind of thing with it. Because I think the original model of this car in game that's supposed to be the dirt track racer does really well off road. So we're gonna try it out here, out in Utah. Let the game load real quick. Hey guys, welcome back to Utah. We got the Cleetus mobile out here, and we're gonna take it on some dirt tracks or just dirt roads and see how it performs off road. But yeah, let's see. First gear here, super sloppy. It's like third gear is a really nice place to cruise in. Let's get around this corner and see how far we can get before I crash this poor thing. Okay. Miss a clutch. Okay, yeah, this is really sloppy. Hard to control. Every time you gun it, the rear end wants to slide right out from beneath you. But it's not too bad. I mean, it's certainly better than a lot of the other stuff. And yeah, she's just there. Not bad. It's actually surprisingly... I don't know. No, it's not balanced. It's surprisingly controllable. I thought it was going to be all over the place because there's a lot of power. But, oh, yeah. She's... yeah. A little bouncy. Let's see if I can keep it on the road here. Gosh, horrible driver. Okay, rock formation. It bounces, man. Just bounces. I'm gonna crash this thing. See, man. Yeah, there you go. Pretty cool. Engine quit. I wonder if it'll turn back on. There it is. Has no radiator though, so probably overheat. But let's try to put a bigger turbo on this thing. Now, this mod pack also comes with a bigger performance turbo. I don't know what its real life equivalent is, but it does put out quite a lot of boost. Last time I was using it, it was around like 33 psi, which is quite a bit. So here we go. This is set up with the bigger turbocharger. It's not physically bigger. It's not physically bigger than the other one, but it does have some bigger boost properties. So let's try this real quick. Yeah, it is pumping 22 psi, and that was at probably about 30% throttle. Oh yeah, it spins the gears. I don't know if it'd do that in third with the old one, but ooh yeah. It just wants to step out. 33 psi, there it is. Ooh, drum brakes are getting super hot. You hear the wastegate there. 42 psi, there it is. And that's our max gear right there. Let's see if we're gonna redline and get any more speed out of it. But yeah. No, she's screwed. So it looks like we're actually running out of gear way too fast. So I'm gonna go into the menu here and see if we can mess with the ratios and go over to tuning. So we don't want to mess with reverse gear. We're gonna max that out. Run that back about there, probably right there, and right about there. So we're maintaining that most of the proportions between these, but we just extended the final gear ratio to give it more of an upper hand. So hit apply a few times. So first gear shouldn't be affected. Second gear is feeling a little bit more long, which is good. See, it just wants to step out, and the suspension really doesn't help. (44 psi). 44.5. So it's probably, you could probably round it up to 45 psi, which is pretty crazy. All right, let's go 3 on that. Ooh, spin it in third gear at like 40% throttle. Okay, there we go. Okay. We are just zooming. 107, gonna pass our previous top speed, way past it. It wants to step out. It literally wants to step out. I'm having to correct so much. 45, 150. Okay, this thing could do 200 miles an hour. Let's see if we can stop. Ooh, front drums are a little hot in the orange zone. All right, start in second gear. It spins it, just spins them. Coming up on 100. She's getting pretty hot. This is a stock radiator. Final gear. Doesn't seem to be spinning. That's full throttle right there. Oh, she's hot. Piston rings, head gasket are going to blow here in a second. 52, 53. Not bad. And she's done. Well, yeah. I don't think this thing was ever designed to go almost to 200 miles an hour. But, yeah, there you have it. There's the Cleetus remake. I don't even know what the heck is over here. Oh, so that's our radiator and our battery, it looks like. But, yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment what kind of cars, if any, you want me to do next. And thanks for watching.